The National Terrazzo and Mosaic Association conducts an annual awards program to honor terrazzo contractors for executing exceptional terrazzo work. Projects are judged on the basis of quality of workmanship, design, and creativity. As in the past, the 2006 awards competition has produced terrazzo installations of exceptional quality, of incredible design intricacy, and of unbelievable beauty. These phenomenal terrazzo floors are the result of superior workmanship, precise attention to detail, sensitive artistic ability, and thoughtful ingenuity. Without exception, all of the entries in this contest are distinctive, but the rules of the awards program allow only a handful to receive top honors. It is a high honor and distinct pleasure to present the results of the National Terrazzo and Mosaic Association's 2006 Honor Awards. The first honor award is presented to Santa Rosa Mosaic and Tile Company of Indianapolis for the terrazzo work at the Clarion North Medical Center in Carmel, Indiana. When Clarion North Partners decided to expand their hospital care to the suburban north side of Indianapolis, they definitely wanted to make a statement. This upscale new hospital needed a floor in the main commons area and main corridors to complement its floor-to-ceiling artistic design. They also needed a floor rugged enough to withstand the rolling and foot traffic that a major hospital incurs. The terrazzo easily achieved the artistic quality desired by the designer, and the 3/8-inch thick epoxy terrazzo with a vitrified finish gave the owner a colorful and unique terrazzo floor that will hold up to any traffic for many years to come. The next award is for the terrazzo work at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in the new International Terminal D and goes to the American Terrazzo Company of Garland, Texas. The new terminal provided global growth opportunity for one of the world's busiest airports. The terrazzo color selections and pattern layout allowed the terrazzo to become an integral part of the overall appearance of the new terminal. Terrazzo flooring and base is installed at all major public areas: the main concourse walkways, INS arrival section, baggage claim halls, airline ticketing rotundas, food concession villages, all public restrooms, and the parking garage lobbies. Encompassing over 600,000 square feet of epoxy terrazzo, this installation includes 22,100 linear feet of 6-inch high precast terrazzo base and 31 stairways with precast terrazzo treads, risers, and stringer base. The terminal includes 32 terrazzo elevator cabs in which epoxy terrazzo is utilized, as well as the 52 public restrooms. Overall, 11 colors were installed in a band and arc pattern. The 8 levels of the parking garage were designed to incorporate 8 colorful native Texas wildflowers into the terrazzo. These designs provide not only beauty, but also a color-coordinated identity for each level. The 16 parking garage lobbies use 20 bright exotic colors in the wildflower patterns. This massive yet unique terrazzo installation guarantees years of visual attraction and beauty for the many international travelers arriving and departing from Dallas-Fort Worth daily. At the same time, it allows the owner the convenience of terrazzo's ease of maintenance and cost savings well into the future. The Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center in Louisville wins an award for the David Allen Company of Raleigh, North Carolina. There's no better compliment to an architectural product than that it met the design needs, the durability requirements, and the life cycle cost demands in a previously completed section of the same complex. That's exactly what happened at the Kentucky Expo Center expansion when floor finishes were selected. The architect, Mr. Mitchell Sanders of Godsey Associates Architects in Louisville, Kentucky, shared that he chose terrazzo for this new wing because of the tensile and compressive strengths it offers under very demanding conditions. The corridors are constantly subjected to the heavy traffic and high point loads of boat, car, livestock, and farm shows, plus a variety of other very abusive conditions. Terrazzo stands the test of time, even under these conditions. The architect used long sweeping patterns that help guide people to where they need to go. Also incorporated in the design are small circular areas dominated by plush seating to encourage conversation among the conventioneers. Simple yet effective designs make this facility flow smoothly on both the main and upper level with dramatic visual vantage points from the upper level into the main level. A large oval pattern at the escalator helps to draw visitors to its location, and comfortable seating again contributes to the social atmosphere at this facility. 40 cast-in-place terrazzo stair treads rise from the main level to the second floor, adjacent to a floor-to-ceiling window wall, making for a very dramatic monumental staircase. Terrazzo once again proves itself under the most demanding conditions while offering the best of design and durability in one package. General Terrazzo and Tile Company of Renton, Washington receives an award for the King County Courthouse renovation in Seattle. The black and white terrazzo floor creates a strong rhythm beneath the busy life within the historic King County Courthouse building. The geometric design recalls the historic patterns of the Alaskan marble used throughout the other floors of the building, and also transforms this entry lobby floor into a shimmering plane, bringing light and clarity into the space. The epoxy terrazzo floor is composed of marble and glass chip with heavy top seating of mother of pearl and Venetian chips. Each Venetian piece was individually hand-selected for its flatness in order to accommodate the 3/8-inch floor thickness. The floor is complemented with 18-inch kiln cast and mirror-backed amber glass insets throughout the geometric design of the lobby. The oval elevator lobby focuses on the inspiration of renaming King County for Martin Luther King Jr. in 1986, and the photograph from the March on Washington reminds us of a time in history when citizens from cities and counties all throughout the United States were passionately involved in the civil rights movement. The quotations within the floor are inspirations from Dr. King and reminders of the continuous struggle of this responsibility. The Allen Fieldhouse at the University of Kansas incorporates an award-winning terrazzo floor by the Missouri Terrazzo Company of St. Louis, Missouri. The University of Kansas, with its nationally renowned basketball program, deserved nothing less than this HOK-designed addition and remodel of the historic Allen Fieldhouse. Encompassing over 10,000 square feet, this 5-color epoxy terrazzo floor and precast base design lent itself as the perfect flooring system to tie together both the remodel of corridors in the existing building and the new entrance lobby with the Jayhawk Museum. The new addition features the project centerpiece, a 26-foot tall by 25-foot wide terrazzo design of the university's famous Jayhawk mascot that uses specialty glass and mother-of-pearl chips. It is separated by 1/4-inch zinc divider strips that make this the dominant visual effect while walking through the museum or from the balcony above. It was an owner requirement that the public area finishes withstand high traffic. The durability, performance, ease of maintenance, and design opportunities made terrazzo the perfect choice. Another award-winning sports venue is the Charlotte Arena in Charlotte, North Carolina, with a fabulous terrazzo floor installed by the David Allen Company of Raleigh. The concept for the terrazzo floor in the lobby area of the new Charlotte Arena comes from the kind of uses the building will support, as well as the physical nature of the lobby itself. Unlike other civic buildings, the Charlotte Arena is designed for the purpose of fun, delight, and recreation. Acknowledging that there is no single vantage point from which the entire lobby floor can be viewed, the design seeks to provide detail and interest at the various important points of entry and transition, and bold objects of color for the fans that will traverse the floor. Derived from the physics of a bouncing ball, the terrazzo design depicts 3 patterns of color that roughly correspond to the rebound of a freely bouncing ball. These 3 balls bounce together in the central space, then diverge and extend in different directions. The blue ball bounces down the main entrance stairs with cast-in-place treads and risers, carefully tracking the pattern of the trajectory. The yellow ball bounces in arcs that only fully make sense when viewed from the 3rd floor. The red ball arcs throughout the concourse level and recklessly passes through walls and elevators as if the floor was not bound by its surrounding architecture. The arena floor was designed with careful collaboration between the Terrazzo contractor and the artist and was kept within a somewhat modest budget. Premium dollars were spent on careful layout and relatively few square feet of expensive aggregates surrounded by an inexpensive field color. The field provides a neutral but alive cream color that acts as a foil to the bouncing balls. Each of the balls has high concentrations of reflective materials such as mirrors, zinc shavings, and colored glass to provide strong, eye-catching sparkle from many viewpoints. Terrazzo was the only flooring material that would allow for this creativity and low maintenance for the building's life. Winning an award for the Corradini Corporation of Los Angeles, California, is the Sandia Casino Hotel in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This high-traffic casino floor is comprised of 5 unique colors of epoxy terrazzo separated by 1/8-inch zinc divider strips and depicts the traditional graphics of the Sandia Indian tribe. The attention to detail shown during the installation of the terrazzo can be noted in how a feel of texture has been achieved in each color and design through the blending of earth tone marble and exotic glass aggregates. The installation is a good example of the limitless possibilities for creativity and design in an epoxy terrazzo floor. For the terrazzo work performed on the terminal station renovation at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, another award goes to the American Terrazzo Company of Garland, Texas. To move passengers from terminal to terminal, the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport Board voted to build the new Skylink train system above the existing terminals. The total terrazzo art encompassed 39,200 square feet, with 4,900 square feet at each of the train stations. Utilizing the Airport Board mandatory art program, 4 teams were commissioned to design and develop their art medium to include the terrazzo floor. Each team designed 1 terminal, which included 2 Skylink stations in which to incorporate their design. Susan Maglow and Philip Lamb created a history of airplane engines and oversized Texas wildflowers. Large solid aluminum components made up the parts of the engines, which complemented the bright and colorful wildflowers in the design. Dan Blagg developed a spirit walk design, as well as a pattern that includes diamonds, clouds, and rain. The pattern is described as walking in air. Nancy Lamb installed a brightly colored terrazzo floor that included designs of birds and clocks and stamps and coins. Brad Goldberg created a pattern in which the West Texas topography is displayed. Specific colors were selected to depict the irrigation rings of farmland, rivers, and the vegetation from that particular region as seen from above. In addition to the Skylink train stations, which were the focal point of the project, the terminal areas below the stations at concourse level were renovated. The terrazzo floors in the concourse totaled 67,000 square feet. 7 colors of epoxy terrazzo were used to create a band and arc pattern. The new terrazzo floor eliminates the loud noise of wheeled baggage and carts, which could not be ignored with the previously tiled floors. To everyone's delight, the new terrazzo has created the much-desired look and functionality necessary for this high-volume floor. John Coretti and Company of Morton Grove, Illinois, wins an honor award for the Midway Airport parking garage in Chicago. The choice to use terrazzo flooring in the elevator lobbies of Midway Airport's new economy garage was due in part to the positive experience the airport has had in the terminal garage and in the new terminal itself. Like the new economy garage, the terminal garage has a floor reminder theme of Chicago landmarks. Likewise, the elevator lobbies were designed to enhance the individual floor theme. However, not each floor in the terminal garage had terrazzo. The other floors were done in vinyl. The airport administrators quickly found out that the terrazzo floors not only looked much better, but also were so much easier to maintain and would last a much longer time. Those factors made the decision to go with terrazzo flooring in the new economy garage an easy one to make. In Orlando, Florida, the mall at Millenia boast an honor award-winning epoxy terrazzo installation by Rosa Mosaic and Tile Company of Louisville, Kentucky. The mall project was designed as an upscale retail center for the millions of tourists who visit Orlando, Florida. This mall was planned as one of the largest in America. Terrazzo flooring was selected because of its design potential, durability, and ease of maintenance. The owner and design team wanted the floor to be a dedication to the new millennium. The floor honors the march of time by dated calendars reflecting the movement of the stars, our sun, and moon. Visitors to the mall would be entertained by discovering the movement of time in the floor. In addition, the owners and design team knew that terrazzo provides a beautiful, durable, and safe finish for pedestrian, high-traffic areas, well suited to long operating hours and large pedestrian crowds. The architectural firm JPRA Architects designed a floor using over 70,000 square feet of terrazzo in various patterns, and another 3,200 square feet of marble mosaics in beautiful accent bands adjacent to the terrazzo. Along with the floor, terrazzo was used for coved base, steps, ramps, and walls. Walls up to 4 feet high were completely wrapped with poured-in-place terrazzo in the food court area to provide decorative accents as well as a durable finish. The design team intended for the center court to be the showpiece of the mall. The main theme in the large circular terrazzo floor is a design with a nod to the millennium. The center court is a grand representation of constellations achieved with intricate zinc strip and solid metal designs featuring the zodiac signs, stars, and Latin wording. Within the very center of the design is a swirling evolution of leaves and fish. All of this is surrounded with an accent band of a timeline created from marble mosaics in 3 colors. Once again, another outstanding terrazzo installation that demonstrates both functionality and design. The Grand Cafe at La Rive in Las Vegas, Nevada, sports terrazzo work of sufficient quality to win another honor awards for the Corradini Corporation of Los Angeles. This dining room is highlighted by the terrazzo floor, which incorporates 3 earth tone colors separated by 1/4-inch brass dividers fabricated into fleur-de-lis designs of swirls, circles, and kite shapes with all brass intersections mitered. All of the brass design work was fabricated on site from a small-scale hand-drawn sketch, which was provided by the architect. The designs continue through the curved steps, which were cast in place with a coping-type radius nosing. This terrazzo installation truly captures the essence of the restaurant. The distinguished panel of judges for the Honor Awards decided that a special award should be presented to Desco Coatings of Olathe, Kansas, for the marvelous terrazzo restoration work at the Hilton President, Kansas City in Missouri. When it originally opened in 1926, the old President Hotel's terrazzo was graced by elite guests such as Charles Lindbergh, President Harry S. Truman, and Bob Dylan. However, the Kansas City landmark sat vacant and in a state of disrepair for 25 years. Spearheading the $45 million restoration process was developer Ron Jury. Years of pigeon dung and dirt covered the impressive main Congress ballroom. A large portion of the ballroom terrazzo was delaminated from the underbed and was severely cracking. The portions Desco determined could be saved were epoxy bonded back to the underbed. Architect of record Kevin Harden and architect-designer Brian Ball wanted the restored terrazzo to retain a 40s feel, complete with intricate geometric design and color patterns true to that period. Says the architectural team from Gastinger Walker Harden, the terrazzo restoration was tedious. The floors had received several patches over the years. Desco worked hand in hand with the architect in the painstaking removal and rework to make the restored areas blend seamlessly to the original design. The intricate detail of the original design in some areas, like the current sales office, was offset by the casual Palladiana design of the Aztec room, all worthy of restoration. The more than 10,000 square foot restoration required epoxy resin colors to match the original sand cushion terrazzo. Another challenge was finding aggregates to match marble chips no longer available today. All agree the restored terrazzo is a favorite, receiving rave reviews from impressed guests. Equally important is a happy owner. Says jury, the shine on the floors and its finish cannot be found anywhere else in Kansas City. The floors make the hotel shine more than anything. Once again this year, the Honor Awards judges decided that an award should be presented for the use of terrazzo as an art form. This award goes to Do Right Concepts of Great Neck, New York, for the Nobu 57th Street restaurant in New York City. Nobu's new location is in the heart of Manhattan's elite shopping and hotel district. Presenting an Oriental cuisine, Nobu is on par with the finest upscale restaurants in the world. Utilizing the most advanced materials alongside natural elements, Nobu's unusual appearance combines old-world exotic woods such as bamboo and teak with composite stones, seashells, canvas, and natural fibers. On the first floor, the terrazzo contractor created a curved serpentine design with alternating black and white bands featuring jade with white pebbles in black terrazzo and black pebbles in white terrazzo. The first floor was poured in place and less intricate than the second floor. After developing many samples for the second level, the final choice incorporates cut sections of bamboo O-rings embedded in black obsidian composition and white quartzite. The design features random patterns with different sized rings. This pattern is repeated with uniform density and equal spacing. In order to properly embed the bamboo into the epoxy terrazzo, the stalks had to be cut to a 1/2 inch thickness. Combining organic and inorganic materials turned out to be a very difficult undertaking. Additional specialized methods had to be developed to saturate the wood with a penetrating sealer. And since bamboo is a much softer material than the stones, conventional grinding methods could not be used. To fully appreciate the Nobu project, you not only have to see it up close, but also run your hands over the floors and wall to believe your eyes. Each year, the judges face the tremendously difficult task of selecting the job of the year. This year was no exception, but one terrazzo installation did stand out in design, workmanship, and scope. It is with great pleasure that this year's judges have selected the Hollywood International Airport in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with the incredibly elaborate and unparalleled artistic terrazzo floor installed by the David Allen Company of Raleigh, North Carolina. The terrazzo floor for the cutting-edge concept of this airport is an opportunity to celebrate its locality. The concept of the floor design was to refer to the beauty of the region in a way that would provide a distinct and different composition for each of the 3 floors, but also create a single idea that would visually link the floors into a whole. There are a number of vantage points within the atrium from which all 3 floors can easily be seen at the same time. Furthermore, the design attempts to say something unique and unexpected about this area of the country. The design of mangrove islands is based on 3 sectional slices through a mangrove island, once prevalent in the immediate area. The mangrove island was sliced below the water, at the surface of the ocean, and through the tree canopy. At each level, a 3-dimensional computer model was made of the various fish, plants, shells, and objects, so that a sectional slice provides an unusual view, not unlike how a microscope can give a very different view of an otherwise familiar and everyday object. The composition of the facility begins on the first floor with a view of the mangrove island cut below the water level just above the sandy bottom. Within the terrazzo are sections of the many trunks of the mangrove tree, which branches into small trunks and roots below the waterline, creating an eccentric pattern of unusual round shapes, each depicting the growth rings via water jet cut aluminum rings. The sandy surface was achieved using mother of pearl and light blue glass in the terrazzo mix. Also visible are redfish, oysters, turtlegrass, Burma reed grass, and horseshoe crabs depicted via the same unusual sectional cut. The redfish is seen in different ways depending on how the fish is sliced in the computer model. Rather than the more obvious depiction of the underwater scene, the view is mysterious and even puzzling, as the viewer is not sure what kind of fish they are seeing, or even if it is fish at all. There are 10,000 pounds of hand-placed recycled scrap aluminum shavings used in the red fish to resemble scales. On the second floor, the design is cut higher on the trunk of the mangrove, at just above the water level. The larger trunk sections of the mangrove are visible. The field color is made with a high concentration of colored glass, depicting the deep blue of the ocean. Interrupting the color are long corkscrews of thin aluminum, which is a byproduct of the machining of industrial aluminum parts. It took 78,000 feet of this spiral aluminum cut into pieces and individually hand-placed and troweled into 22,000 feet of floor to be reminiscent of ripples in the ocean from a breeze. As one moves across the floor, the ripples variously jump out or disappear depending upon your relationship with the large north-facing windows bordering the space. Again, the Burma reed grass and turtle grass change shape on the second floor as they do in reality when they break into the air at the surface of the ocean. Also depicted are turtles, manatees, and even 2 windsurfers, all at 3 times life size. The third floor depicts the canopy of the mangrove trees. The small diameter branches are connected to the mangrove leaves and blossoms, again unusually depicted based on the 3D model. Field color is a lighter blue than the second floor, with the addition of broken shards of mirror, which depict the twinkle of the sun off the surface of the water as seen from above. There are 4 different mixes for the leaves, each of which have different concentrations of fragments of 135,000 feet of cut aluminum rod, which mimic the sunlight hitting waxy mangrove leaves. Playfully sprinkled throughout the leaves are butterflies, water jet cut and made from yellow and black natural stone, and include less than 1/16 inch wide antennae. Finally, the floor is activated by pelicans that zoom through the space, dramatically depicted via the slicing 3D model. Congratulations to the David Allen Company for the superb execution of this complex terrazzo project. Not every entry can win, but as in past years, a number of exceptional terrazzo installations narrowly missed receiving an honor award. Honorable Mentions awards were won by the following NTMA members: E.G. Sackett Company of Rochester, New York, for the Benaway High School in Ontario Center, New York. The Art Mosaic and Tile Company of South Bend for the Indiana University Center for Medical Education at the University of Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana. Associated Terrazzo Company of San Francisco for the University of San Francisco School of Business and Management in California. Roman Mosaic and Tile Company of Manheim, Pennsylvania for the Lancaster Day School in Lancaster. John Coretti and Company of Morton Grove, Illinois for the Little Village High School in Chicago. G.M. Crocetti of the Bronx, New York for the additions and alterations of the Bayshore High School in Bayshore, New York. U.S. Mosaic Tile Company of Norcross, Georgia for the James L. Harrison School of Pharmacy at Auburn University in Alabama. Adams Tile and Terrazzo of Nicholson, Georgia for the Bleckley County High School in Cochran, Georgia. The Art Mosaic and Tile Company of South Bend, Indiana for the Thomas Jefferson Elementary School in Hammond, Indiana. Desco Coatings of Olathe, Kansas for the Prince of Peace Catholic Church in Olathe. Specialty Flooring Systems of South Amboy, New Jersey for the New Washington High School in Robbinsville, New Jersey. The American Terrazzo Company of Garland, Texas for the Springdale Harbor High School in Springdale, Arkansas. the DePauli Mosaic Company of Randolph, Massachusetts, for the Blackstone Valley State Park Visitor Center in Lincoln, Rhode Island. Hawkeye Flooring Company of Lisbon, Iowa, for the Sky of Humanity at the Minnesota State University in Moorhead, Minnesota. Mike Payne and Associates of Lake Elsinore, California, for the Metro Orange Line in the San Fernando Valley of Southern California. Corradini Corporation of Los Angeles for the Meadows Field in Bakersfield, California. Port Morris Tile and Marble Corporation of the Bronx, New York for the Whitehall Ferry Terminal in New York City. Advanced Terrazzo Company of Phoenix for the S2 Concourse, Terminal 4, Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport in Arizona. The David Allen Company of Raleigh, North Carolina for the remote parking garage at the Tampa International Airport in Florida. The DePauli Mosaic Company of Randolph, Massachusetts for the Boston College High School in Boston. Specialty Flooring Systems of South Amboy, New Jersey for American Airlines at JFK Airport in Jamaica, New York. The Missouri Terrazzo Company of St. Louis, Missouri for the Memphis International Airport Concourse D in Tennessee. Roman Mosaic and Tile Company of Mannheim, Pennsylvania for the Maine Capitol Building in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Port Morris Tile and Marble Corporation of the Bronx, New York for the Federal at Cadman Plaza in Brooklyn. Advanced Terrazzo Company of Phoenix, Arizona for the Carter Burgess office in Phoenix. Desco Coatings of Olathe, Kansas for the Sunset Drive office building in Olathe. Specialty Flooring Systems of South Amboy, New Jersey for the Perth Amboy High School in New Jersey. Grazzini Brothers and Company of Eagan, Minnesota for KM Telecom in Casson, Minnesota. Corradini Corporation of Los Angeles for the Palace Indian Gaming Center of Lemoore, California. Port Morris Tile and Marble Corporation of the Bronx, New York for the Top of the Rock at Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. Adams Tile and Terrazzo of Nicholson, Georgia for the renovations to the Varsity Restaurant, home of the world's best chili dog in Atlanta. Hermosa Terrazzo Incorporated of Hermosa Beach, California for the Carla Ridge residence in Beverly Hills. Grazzini Brothers and Company of Eagan, Minnesota for the Cathedral of Christ the King in Superior, Wisconsin. And Wisconsin Terrazzo and Tile of Onalaska, Wisconsin for the Wisconsin 9/11 Memorial Project. And this concludes the National Terrazzo and Mosaic Association's Year 2006 Honor Awards program. Many thanks to all the companies who have provided these outstanding terrazzo installations, and we look forward to seeing what next year brings us.